Test. Uh, there we go. Test. Sign in. Chat. The chat seems to be a bit delayed, I think. Test. Okay, there might be a slight delay. I don't know if I can see the the messages from people. If there is someone in chat, could they try typing something? Okay. I don't know if chat is working. Gonna see if I can find a TTS. Microsoft Star. TTS. I have Twitch TTS. I don't think that works for YouTube. Also, I really don't like this. There's sadly no TTS, but it's not like there's gonna be tons of chatting anyways. So I'm just gonna hop into it and I'll check the chat every so often. So Duskers is a special game. Uh, you play as an operator of sorts, and you just like typing commands to tell the drone what to do. Do you like to launch a training simulation? No. I haven't played it in a year, I think, but I still remember how to play it. Most likely, I hope. And even if not, I'll try it. plotting navigational matrix. There's a lot of lore in this game, but I don't remember how it was, honestly. Critical warning. Fuel low, 6 days. Crew size of 1. Initiate emergency distress sequence. No. We're gonna be fine. Externally modified log detected. Would you like to read? Yeah. Gather intel, gather resources, search for survivors. And if they cannot be completed, initiate a reset. Good. So, we are the yellow thing. Apparently our ship is called the Justice. There's a lot of things in the UI that I don't know, and most likely you don't know. So we can learn them as we go. But this is where I am, and I can just board the ship straight away. To travel to other ships takes fuel. The further ones take more fuel. So these take 4 fuel, this takes 2. Jumping to this, then this is most likely going to be 2, then 2, you know. But you can see at the bottom right some details. Its name, its class. Class tells you what kind of loot or what kind of enemies to expect, roughly. I mean, I think, at least, by the way. All this is going to be a guess. Because, once again, I do not know what it's like. So, like, I'm just going to be going through it, and we're all going to learn together. Okay. Boarding is something we're gonna be doing a lot. Let's look at let's look at our drones. We have Abby, Luke, and Ian. Usually, I like to name them for what they do. Motion. It's like it detects if there is motion in the room next to you. Gather just gathers crap. Usually, I like to have a generator motion on the same one. Here you have tow and interface. Then you have generator. So I'm gonna put gather on Luke and generator on Ian. That's a good idea. Actually, no. We'll leave Luke as a generator. Just gonna move him around. Control left, right. There we go. So this guy's gonna be going around doing motion scanning and collecting stuff. We can rename them by Control R. So we can name them Finder. This guy is gonna be Major, you know Major? Like the tow truck. Major. Is it Major? I don't know. This guy is gonna be Lightbulb. Because it's gonna be generator, that's it. That's all it does. So Finder, Major, Lightbulb, although most likely we're just gonna be referring them as 1, 2, and 3. Because that's how you control them. Then there's ship config. You can install modules in the ship. Our ship has none, and most likely we're gonna have to move ships soon anyways. Then there are modifications you can do to the things with scrap. Right now I only have 2 scrap. So usually like you'd be using the scrap either to like repair them or to increase their speed, as you can see. Or you can upgrade your modules. The more you use the module, the bigger failure probability it has. What does that mean? It means that at one point you could use it and it's just gonna explode or like stop working. Sure. And you can create like the 3 main modules as well using your scrap, 8, 8, and 10. You really don't want to run out of scrap. Then at the bottom you have objectives, it's just going to tell us the main thing. You have scrap, bottom, middle. You have propulsion, which is fuel. Then you have jumps. Jumps is from a galaxy to galaxy. We're currently in the, if you look at the top middle, the Quixkul galaxy. So if we jump, we're going to be jumping to another one. We can click 2 to see galaxies. Then we can click space to see what's in the galaxy. Down here it seems there's Timbuktu, medical outpost. So yeah. Then we could go back to galaxy, can check this one, galaxy, check this one. Then there's universe. There's no data on universe. So just gonna board for now. It's gonna tell you like what drones do you want to bring, what drones you want to keep. You just click enter. It's just gonna tell you some details. 10 crew, hold classified. And all the communications are corrupted. Open airlock to derelict vessel to begin mission. So usually you can create commands. Usually I like do A1. Then the first room is usually called like also A1 or room 1 or something like that. Then you can control the drones. You can click like type. Oh, how do I? Yeah, tap to switch between them. Then you can click space to switch between the thingy and do the typing. Click space again. You can still do the typing over here. Like I can still tell. How was it again? Yeah. A is airlock. Close is close airlock. You know, or open close airlocks. Open all doors. Close all doors. Status of the ship. Swap is between two items. Exit tells all of them to go back to the ship. Help is help of one, like command to tell you more about it. Info is about the current room the drone is in. Then navigate is telling like something to go somewhere, basically. Like you can tell drone 1 and 2 to go to room 14. Or you can tell drone 1 to go to 3. And open is just open. Then you can alias commands. I'm gonna be using this later when I get back into the game to remember like what times. Drone upgrades, upgrade strategy. All of this I want to find out as we go, so we're just gonna ignore all this. For now, like I usually don't like to play with this view. I just tell like N1 R2. 1 is already in R2, so we can tell N1, 2, 3. Usually I can alias all, so I can say alias 1, 2, 3 as how do you do this again? I forgot. Help alias. Edit alias commands. Alias file. Okay. I forgot how to use alias. But okay. D is door number. Example, navigate. Go to R5. There's rescue. Oh, you can make multiple commands in one line. I forgot about that. So I can do like start. I think there was a start command. No, save the start. No. Well, you can alias start. Add. Navigate. 1, 2, 3 to room 1. Alias name equal value. Oh my bad. It's alias start A1 or start equal A1, which opens the first airlock. Then navigate 1, 2, and 3. A1. Start command out. So now they're all gonna navigate to the first room, like immediately. You can see the second room is open, which is usually the first room is not gonna have bad stuff. So then we can just say gather 2, or rather gather 1. 1 is the drone of the gather. It's just gonna go around and collect all the scrap here. It's a very like involved game. So generator 3. So we go here, power the generator. Usually this is called scanning. There's a drone we can rescue. Info. It's called Cliff, and it has. I can't read the rest. I don't know. It's not letting me read the rest. It's too big. I don't know if can I stretch this out? There we go. Only disable drones. Well, Cliff is destroyed, so we can just do swap, and I can see he has Sonic Pulse, repels organic threats, and a second generator. We can take this, then we can call navigate 3, 1. Then we can call swap 3. And you can see it's gonna, well, swap 3 with, we're gonna have to move it around, that's all. Swap. There we go. We can get the second generator, which we can just leave in there, and then stack on a different drone later on. Then we can just go back to the view. Navigate 3, R2, generator. Then motion 1. You can see that these 3 rooms are clean. So I can do D2 and navigate 1, R5. That's going to be going there. We can do motion again in here. And I can see this is also a clean room. Usually you want to wait a bit because sometimes things can like pretend they're not moving, if it makes sense. Then they move when you get in. So I'm just gonna moving around, of course, like disables the motion module. Gather all. Got some more fuel. We can go to D5. Hopefully nothing bad. Usually there is no enemies in the first one. It seems that's everything. Very anticlimactic. So we could just gather all. Let's gather everything. Then exit. No. I think it was end. Yeah, it's end. And they just like walk away. Exit. That's it. That's like one of the tamer ones. So I don't know. It's a bit complicated or involved. But, we'll see. So, everything seems to be still tame. Right, back into the game. We now have 2 more modules. We can just go here. Sonic, it's good to have Sonic on this guy. I could just take Gather out of this guy though, because he's most likely gonna die. So I'm just gonna put Gather in this one. This one is gonna be following the first one. I'm just gathering stuff. This guy has 2 generators, which is not useful, so we're just gonna keep it in reserve until we get the second drone, or fourth. That's it. Now we can move ships. We can travel to this one. Infestation type 1 means there are like 1 type of enemies. H23 stable, stable, stable. They're all stable. Scrap capacity 35, 65, 50. We can go to this one. If it's not good, we go to this one. And we board. Orbital station deployed. We are blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay. Good start. Okay. Navigate all. Anyway. Okay. Navigate 1 D10, 1 and 2 to D10, and generator. Okay, gather all. Navigate to scan info. Okay. It's better to go back to R2 because motion is gonna do it on all the nearby rooms. If I do it in R5, it's just gonna do the one to my right and left. So navigate to 1 to R2, then motion. Uh-oh. So we can see there are enemies in room 4, but there are no enemies in room 3 or 5. So what we can do is we check room 3, finish everything in it, and then we can then we can exit, open D5, then wait for them to go into that room, you know? So we're gonna do D4, and I want the current guy to stay with motion because I don't want to waste motion. So I'm just gonna go into 2, just like, do my own checks. Okay, gather all. We got 1 propulsion fuel. Do scrap. I don't know if it's worth checking this room yet, because I mean, we can still get into it, I think. So we can just get out here. Gather. D4. Then we can open D5 into R3. Like so. And we wait. Enemies are attracted by motion and sounds. So whenever you open a door, they're most likely gonna go through said door. Sometimes there can be multiple enemies in one room. It's not gonna be the case in this one, because in this one there is only 1 infestation. It's only gonna be 1 type of monster. Not 1 monster, but 1 type. You can see another drone. In this one we can carry away. We can tow and we can swap. Sonic and stealth, and the drone itself, I mean they're almost failing, but just tow. Just like drag it away. And can put it here. Just get this another quick check. Okay. Now we have those doors out there that we don't see the rooms for. To see the rooms for them, we're gonna need to activate the generator below. So, navigate all, or navigate 1 and 2 to room 5. then D9, just in case. Then navigate 3, R5, generator. Yeah, so there's a big room right there, and then there's an airlock. Now, if there's a big enemy in that room that we can't deal with, we can just open the airlock. But that's most likely also gonna flush any scrap out, and also most likely gonna break the room. So it's like a... You should try not to do it. It seems there is nothing in here though, from a quick glance at least. Yeah. So D6, 2, 1 scrap, 2 scrap, and an airlock. So we can just like undock our current ship and dock it to this one by saying dock A2. And we'll just gather all. And you can see that our ship has moved from the other airlock, airlock 1 to airlock 2. Now we just do A2 and end. They're all gonna go. That's that. Just do exits. And it's pretty fun. I like it. Let me check something. Man, I'm so fucking hungry right now. Good lord. Can I say fuck you? Me too. I mean, I have it set to no kids. Or like not kid appropriate content, so surely. But yeah. We have 4 fuel left, so we need to be like I don't remember if the propulsion fuel like renews when you travel. I think it does. So we're just gonna go to this one. We'll find out as we go. Just board. Now we have the choice of fixing this up and taking it with us. At the moment, don't need it, so I'm gonna keep it for reserve just in case any of those die. Has more health as you can see, probably faster as well. And stealth means that it can go around the monsters without them seeing it, and then sonic makes it like tell the monsters to fuck off, basically. So can be useful. But for now, I'll just keep it in the back burner. We might need a second generator one, so that might be like I might just barely fix it up. Yeah, repair HP by 10. Might just do that. That's gonna be 1 scrap. I can fully repair it, but let's just repair it to 40, 50 HP, let's say. That's good. Now we can use it. So I'm just gonna take it with us just in case we need a second generator drawn. Take this off, put this on. Now we have 2 generator drones. Qbert and light bulb. Okay, we seem to have a room scanned. Just because it is scanned doesn't mean there are no enemies in it. Typically, the first airlock always has no one in it. So, alias start equal navigate equal A1, then navigate all A1, then generator. Then gather all. There we go. Use alias to open editor. Fine. Okay. Alias start is gonna be A1, then navigate all to A1, then generator, then gather all. Control S. So start. Oh. They're I think they're unhappy about this. They're all trying to go through the airlock. Okay, let's just do this. There we go. The thing is, like, you can't say room 2, because as you can see, in this case, room 2 is away, like it's far away. Room 1 is always the ship, and airlock 1 is always the airlock you board in. That's what I know. So I can't say your room 1, I have to use the airlock. But anyways, just to like test it, okay? I'm gonna open A1. I'm gonna say navigate all R1, just to like test the start alias we made. Then we're gonna close A1. Okay, 3 is struggling. There we go. And then we're gonna say start. You're gonna see it opens airlock 1, tells them all to go through it. 2 and 3 are unhappy. 2 has cancelled its navigation. Then they stop. Multiple drones can process command generator. Please specify drone number. So, alias. That's why you gotta test your commands before you just go in and like use them. Now we're gonna say generator 2 or 3, I think. And gather is also, I'm gonna have it as 2, just in case of any further like conflicts. Gonna try it again. Navigate all. Room 1. A1. And start. 2 is still giving up on life for some reason. Anyways. Access terminal. Now with this one you can say interface. Meter has interface. There's ship scan, defense, survey, and interface lists. So you can do ship scan. As you can see, it scanned some of the things in the ship. Usually ship scan shows you things that are in and then other things that are also in, but you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Now would be a good time for motion. Gather all first. Gather all 2, 4. Or navigate to room 4. Then gather all. Then navigate to room 3. There we go. I'll let him work as we speak. But like I was saying, the scan, it's gonna show you. See, sometimes they do weird things like that. Like he went and gathered just one scrap and left this one other piece of scrap there for no apparent reason. And that's why sometimes you need to manually interface with them. Like do whatever needs to be done. I can push this guy in like this. Then we can motion. Or motion 1, rather. Yellow ones are annoying. Because yellow ones means that the sensors don't work in those rooms. So you can't be sure if there is something in there or not. one way to work around this is you can see there's yellow in room 4, which is already open, which means there is nothing in there. So a good way is to move the red or move the like open yellow to a room that you have sensors in. If there is something, it's most likely gonna move, and then you know. We're gonna interface to, because there's a defense system in room 6, so we can clean room 6, then open the door to it. Defense. So you can see it killed the thing in room 6. Now we can disable defense, just so that they don't attack it. Open D8 and wait. Seems there is nothing in D8. So D8 and now, like room 5 and room 6 are now like 100% clean. There is a room below R6 though that I want to test. So we open D10. There's also room 2, but I don't know if there's anything in it. There's nothing coming from D10 so far. Okay, it seems the room below there is moderately clean. So I can close D10 and open D2. I'm being a little too cautious. Usually the first area or the first zone, you only get one monster per ship. Oh, so you can see there wasn't one monster per ship. That's why you always need to be cautious. Turn the defense on, they're now dead. By the way, we're going to be able to see the corpse when we walk in through the drone feed. Just in case, because there's an open room to D6 as well. I want to open D2 again. And also open D7 and D8. Then I want to turn defense on. Usually if they give you a defense system and they let you use it, then there's going to be a reason why. Also the defense, it's also going to shoot drones. There are going to be cases where the defense system is already active, and if your drone walks in, it's going to get shot. So it's a double-edged sword. Seems we're clear. Now there's more scrap, which means that one of the things that were shot was a drone. An enemy drone, that is. Or something that's mechanical that dropped scrap. Either way, we don't care. We can disable defense. We can close D8, close D7, close D2. Just in case, you never know. Then we can open D5, and we can navigate to room 6. Then gather all. Just give it a quick look see. You can see so you can see over there there's a drone looking thing, like vaguely mechanical looking. Has like red bits and purple, and like it's basically them telling you, oh, this is a creature, not like part of the ship. Looks like a big robot kind of thing. Then there's the defense system that shot them. Then there's just the ship. We can open D8. Just in case, I'm gonna close D5 so that even if there is a monster, it doesn't hurt the rest of my drones. Because you can never really trust yellow. Swap. This one is completely like broken, so we can't. There's trap, tow, and that's it. Can I tow it? No. So we can just ask the 4th drone, navigate to 4. D5. So now drone 4 is going to be coming to drone 2. Then we can tell them to tow once they're here, or like to swap. Like so. Navigate all to room 3. Four seems to be stuck on something. There we go. There are still 3 rooms we need to look at. I can waste another motion. I can see I've already used 5 motions so far. I can waste another and go stand there, or I can just like basically refresh, close D5, close D8, then open D10, interface, chip scan, survey. Yeah, there are 2 more rooms. It seems R7 is clear. Close D10, open D7, or D2. While that happens, we can just open D3, navigate 2, and 7, close D11. Okay, it's a second generator. We're gonna need to power this to get into the other room over there. Or not really, actually. We can just go through room 6. It seems everything is clear, so I can just D10. Walk in here and hope that there's nothing bad. Sometimes the monsters just don't react to the doors for whatever reason. Some fuel. Then I'll open D11 and 8. That's it. You're gonna notice the difference between the rooms. The rooms with a grid thing, usually they can be scanned, or they are scanned. And the rooms without a grid, they're usually like unscannable. Like with the ship scan command. That's that. And we exit. Very fun game. That's our last ship for now. This one down here. We don't have fuel. That's that. Let's take these off. Also, I want to do something slightly risky. Do that. Can also scrap the modules, I think. So anyways. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The boys down in R&D have picked up a real strange sci-fi stuff. I'm not even sure how to describe it. Like Terminator hand that goes inside a person's hand. I'm gonna check with human resources if this is even legal. It's gotta be. Right? Get back to me if you hear any man ambushed. Just thinking about it. Orson Martin. So you're gonna see how much time the start command, or like how much effort it saves. Just like all of that done. Navigate. Actually, motion. Straight away. We have 2 good rooms. Or like 3 rooms next to it. Red, straight away. So D9, open it. Then navigate R3 or 2 R3. It's having trouble. Let's just get 3 out of the way. Get 4 up here. Just in case. Uh-oh. It's disabled, thank God. But yeah. Remote power. Use tow to salvage back to ship. So navigate one. Oh yeah, one has the tow this time. I don't know if four, if they can swap with actual live drones. They can. Okay. So navigate 4, 2. Just take this thing out, then we slot it in the room with the killing machine. So navigate 4. Alright. So what's gonna happen now? You're gonna see in a second. I'm gonna like close D9, open D11. It's big rooms, it's gonna take a bit. Okay, there we go. Now the thing is in with the turret. When we find the computer, we can just kill it, get rid of it. Alright, 04. Let's check the room with the yellow scanners as well. Power inlet. So powering up a generator reveals the rooms next to you, usually. I don't want to waste another motion down there, so I'm gonna take a gamble. I'll open D12 into... like, I'll actually check the room 4 first. Let's just give it a quick check. So there is an access terminal, thank God. Okay. Interface, defense, defense. Let's turn it off for now. Gather. Or actually, a better idea would be to just keep defenses on. Maybe? I don't know. Like, I think they attack the defenses if they're on when they walk in. Or sometimes they can avoid it, I don't fucking know. Let's turn it on. So, a way to like avoid using like a single fucking motion every room you go to is you already have some rooms mapped out, thankfully. So you just close the 8, open the 12, you wait. Of course, like it's not gonna be as like reassuring as just like going to room 5 or room 4 and using emotion, but it saves on resources. Something I like to do is if I find that they haven't like went in, is I like to close the door and open it like multiple times. Sometimes that lures them to go in for some reason. So now we know room 6 should be clear. Should. Emphasis on should. Because there's a chance whatever is there is just sitting there, not moving. But since this is a one infestation kind ship, then most likely it's going to be the first kind, which moves when it hears a noise. So we can investigate D7. See, I like to close all the doors behind me just in case this drone gets fucked, the rest don't get fucked. I'm gonna disable the defense just in case there's a turret up there as well. Gather. Okay, there's a disabled drone, a Zac. So we're gonna navigate 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's toe 4 rather. Navigate 4 or more. So you can command multiple drones at once if you're like you know how what you're doing in a sense. Now we got to make sure that the other rooms below are also clean. And that one is going to be a bit tedious because it's going to be 2 rooms they need to pass. So we open D4 and we wait. Okay. Now we open D13. There we go. Now we just funnel it into D11. There we go. D8. Navigate to room 4. Interface. Defense. It was a big mechanic thing. It dropped more scrap, which is good for us. Now we close D13. Actually, open D12 just in case there's a second monster for some reason. One down there is going to need to pass by 3 rooms. Hopefully there's nothing down there and it's not just like stupid and just like waiting in one of the rooms. Hopefully. Because there's a chance it is stupid and that its stupidity fucks us. So there's the hope. we're gonna greed it, and we're just gonna rely on the one motion we used so far. Okay, this room is clean. This room is also clean, thank God. This room is also clean. And this room is thankfully also clean. Okay, so all the threats are dead. Now I can just tell it to go to D11, navigate to D11, gather all, and or no. Okay. So don't put end in another command, it doesn't work. Okay. Navigate 3, room 2. There we go. That was a longer one. It was a bigger ship. We got 11 scrap out of this, and we didn't get hurt a single time. We also got a ship upgrade. Generator, which means the ship is going to be able to remotely power a generator, which could be good for us, as you can see. Just put it here. Take it whenever. Let's go. And now we can travel. We can pick a system. This one has 9 objects, 7, 9. This one has Timbuktu, which I want to check. Outpost requires transporter. We don't have one, of course. Infestation type, question mark, question mark. Volatile, which means it's gonna explode while we're in it. Everything in here is volatile, actually, except for one ship, it seems. Yeah, and it's a fuel depot as well. So, maybe not there. Volatile, stable. Volatile, stable. And volatile. All of those have either question mark or 2 infestation types. Then we have this. 2, 2 and volatile. Question mark and volatile. 2, 2. 1 volatile. We can go to this one, I think. This one is going to be our best bet. There we are. We landed at the best ship, Magic Mouse. We might take this. Like, if it ends up being a good ship, we might take it. Our current ship, you're gonna see it's like only 2 slots, and scrap capacity is 50. We got this guy with the generator as well. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Let's start. Seems like a fair addiction. Okay. Okay. Not good, because that means the monsters are in the rooms we don't see. However, there's a generator in the big room too, so that most likely it's gonna let us see the rest. Okay. Not powered. Okay, there's gonna be a third generator. Thankfully, thank God we got the remote. So there's gonna be a third generator somewhere. Okay. Can I make another useful alias? Check this out. Uh-oh. Something's breaking the doors down. It's a vent in room 9. Which means there's like a vent means they're gonna be able to move like to and fro, you know. Uh, these rooms are both clean. Oh my god, that's so bad. Okay, let's keep this shut. Okay. So, the layout is a bit iffy. There are not many rooms that can trap the enemies in. There's this room I could use as an airlock. Not powered, okay. And also, like, there's a generator somewhere that's holding all the good doors away. Like D13, for example, I really need, like, badly. We can do this to funnel the enemy from D22. There we go. Then navigate to room 2, navigate to D22. Okay. Now we can check if there's something in room 9. Thing is, there's a vent, so even if we somehow guess that there's nothing, there's still a vent. You know. So now I'm sure there's an enemy in the room that leads in the room that door 10 leads to, and there's an enemy in the room I'm right next to. There are no enemies in room 9 or room 8, although there could be because of the vent. So D19. Now I just hope that the enemies walk into D10 and they don't like swap places. You know, there's a chance they also kill themselves or like kill each other. I think. Okay, come on. Okay, both. Okay. Ah, they're swapping places. No. Okay. They both went into the same room. So there are two enemies in that room. Uh, Once I have power for D13, I can just funnel them into that room and use the airlock. Uh, there's another airlock in here. Okay, this one I can actually use. Let's hope nothing spawned from the vent while I wasn't looking. Another airlock here. Okay. Okay, now we close this one. And we test the room that leads to D18. Nothing? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, no, no, okay. Okay, there is something. Okay, now I can open the airlock, but there is a chance that me opening the airlock disables, like, either, like, fucks the room up, or disables one of the doors. Which I don't want to take a gamble in for a room like that room. So, I'm gonna lead him to the room with the vent instead. Okay. Oh my god, they went in and then they left. Really nuts. There's two of them. They keep clogging the door up. Leave the door. They're stuck in the door. Okay, there we go. Now let's hope they go into room 9 and they don't just fucking swap places again. I don't know where the vent leads even, but that's a problem for future me. Okay. Open D10 just for one last check to make sure if there is. Because there are two guys. There's supposed to be two guys in there. So, we're just gonna check real quick. There is. Okay. Now we just wait for them all to sit in room 9. There's gonna be 3 of them. Oh my god. I need to be quick with closing the doors. Just baiting them in. Oh my god. Come on. You wanna go into room 9 so bad. You wanna go into room 9 so bad. They're just sitting in the fucking corridor. They're not even. See, they swap places. Like every time one of them goes in and another goes out. Their AI is getting very wonky right now because of the 3 of them being in the same place. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Should I just open the airlock? Oh my god, thank god. Finally. One last test. Just one last test. For the room that D10 leads to. Because you can never be sure with yellow scanner rooms. It seems clean. Hopefully it is. So now we just open A5. They might be like, I'm gonna leave them there for the time being, just in case they are like the enemies that gives crap when they die. Because if that's that, then there might be a defense system somewhere, and I can try to activate it and then follow them to it. And that's my greed talking. And I don't mind greeding. I'm gonna open D18. I think we already checked it and there was nothing there, yeah? Just in case. Now I wanna see if we disconnect. Yeah. We're gonna need to remote power this one. Navigate all room 3. There we go. Because that's the only room we can funnel to. Then we're gonna need to motion here. There we go. Okay. D18, let's close that one. D20. They're breaking doors left and right. Door A4, that's an airlock somewhere. Probably in the bottom where we don't see it. It seems that we're clean. Relatively speaking. If there are like only 3 monsters, then they should all be in room 9 right now. If my rights and lefts were right. Let's open D23 just to test. Yeah, they're all funneled to that one. Yeah, that's good. 2, D16. It's the generator. It's the ship upgrades. That's A4, the broker there. Let's navigate. Okay, it doesn't work for some reason, but it's okay. Ship upgrade collector. We might actually take this ship. Might be a good idea. 2 upgrade slots, with one of them being permanent. Okay, there's a turret here. So we can try to funnel them in here and have them killed. Okay, there's one more. Okay, they're blocking the door, which is fine. But to my calculation, there should be one more waiting in room 9. Let's see if my guesses or guesstimates were right. Yeah, I am right. Of course I'm right. 3 enemies on one tiny ship like this. With like 4 generators. Goodness. Okay. D19, just in case. D9. Ship's gone. Lot of scrap, nice. Navigate. 2, 3. Gather. You can see the 3 corpses. Look at all of these fucking dumbasses over there. Yeah. We can commandeer this ship. Long-range scanner and collector already installed. Max of 145 for scrap. It's basically better in every way, except for the permanent thing, but the permanent thing might be good. So, just gonna transfer. Nice. Ocean and tow. As for the ship itself, collector. Attempts to collect expelled objects. That's when the airlock just like fucks things up. Long range scanner allows for further scanning. Don't need that. Remote power is okay. We have a lot of scrap. We have 50. We're doing great so far. I think I'm gonna take a break now. I'm a bit hungry. So, thanks. Goodbye.